What it do, baby? Big H back with another video. This one is for the women. We're talking to the women today and letting them know why men, ages 20 to 29 are starting to kick into that going their own way movement, where we want to do things where we want to do them. We don't want to be on your time, we want to be on our time type of thing. Now, the older generation of guys, they didn't have I don't think they're like OGs were talking to them like this, schooling them on things around these ages. And how they view MGTOW is a little more, I'm not dealing with women at all, because they've been through like the system, basically, where it's like child support, alimony, things as far as that, where they're like, I'm not dealing with women at all. These are all, what I'm talking about is preventive measures. These are things where we're not bitching and moaning. We're saying, okay, listen, we're gonna adapt and win. But I wanted women to know, like, I broke this down into its like simplest form, so women can understand why men are choosing to go their own way normally around these ages. And before even child support, alimony. Now, we know these things exist later on down the line. If we do decide to, like, just women, it's not that women will do it to you, but it's just they have the option to do it. You know what I mean? And we know women being feelings based, the same reasons they could like you could be the same reasons why they don't like you. Like, it's just feelings are like real fickle. That's the word for it. So let's get into it. So what we see on social media, because everyone's on social media, so this is how I put it in my head. What we see on social media when women post these memes about themselves are mostly that, like, for a guy to deal with me, he has to see me at my best, worst, sideways, backways moments and things like that. Where how I broke that down is just women, they have to feel, when they're with you, they have to feel a wide range of emotions. So they have to be happy, they have to be sad, they have to be mad, they have to be glad, they have to be jealous, calm, cool, collected. They have to feel all these emotions. You have to spark these emotions within her, because that's how you keep her. If you really want to know how to deal with a woman, is you can't just be happy and all the time. That gets boring after a while when you're just giving her one emotion. So you bringing her flowers every day, feeding her, doing all these things. You just keep in one emotion, and you will not get that woman's attention. Like, and if you treat her horrible all the time, you will not keep her attention. You know what I mean? So you have to do these things as far as happy, sad, mad, calm, cool, collected, all of those things every day. You know what I mean? Every day you have to do these things. So that's like really, that's something extra on top of being just a man in general, because it is hard to be a man, contrary to popular belief. You know what I mean? When women have to be men, and I'm just veering off a little bit, but when women have to be men, they know it's difficult, because just like having a car. Like, if a woman has a car, she has to work to pay the car, the maintenance on the car, the car insurance. If something breaks down, you gotta have the money for it and things like that. Like, if you see a woman who has to hustle as hard as a man, she's not really fun to be around. You know what I mean? And men, we take on those responsibilities. We take them in stride, because that's what we do. We're providers. So we'll go out there and work and things like that. That's what makes us men. You know what I mean? But when women have to hustle hard like that, they're not really fun to be around. I feel like a woman should want to work, but she shouldn't need to work. You know what I mean? When you're dealing with her. And that's another topic where I'm telling men, you should be able to provide for more than yourself. You know what I mean? When you're dealing with these women. But that doesn't mean you're giving away your money and doing things like that. There's a certain way you got to move. But besides that, I'm getting back to the point of saying that to do all of these things and deal with a woman every day on just her emotions and her mental health and things like that, it gets tiring. Like it's always like, see, me, I like to just deal with a woman when she's just happy. I just want the happy her. You know what I mean? And that only lasts between 1 and 3 weeks. The first 1 to 3 weeks you should deal with her. That's where you get that all the good morning text and everything like that. And then after you done seal the deal and things like that, she's just like, you know, she starts changing things up and not being that her original self that when you first met her, that happy, cool self. You know what I mean? Now you have to, she throws all her, you know, her baggage and things like that, her mental health on you, and now it's your responsibility to deal with it. I personally don't want to take on anyone else's, you know, their problems, their mental health, and it's like my responsibility to do all of these things. You know what I mean? I'd rather just have to worry about myself, and, you know, we deal with each other when we want to deal with each other. You know what I mean? When we like, all right, yeah, we need each other for this little session. Let's get this session in, and we go back to our regular lives. You know what I mean? But to deal with a woman every day on just like, and you have to do these things. Like she has to, yeah. Sometimes I'll argue with a woman just so she can feel the argument. You know, she has to get that argument piece out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to argue, but it's like, you ever saw the movie Doctor Strange? I'm like the ghost. You know, remember they push them out the body, their soul out the body, whatever. I'm like the ghost sitting back. That's my form, the ghost sitting back. And then in my physical is over here arguing with her and things like that. But in the back of my head, I'm like, okay, I know she needs this. You know, let me just give her this little argument or whatever it is, you know. But I'm really, in the back of my head, I'm thinking about the moves I'm trying to make, you know, chilling and having a good time, you know. But I know she needs these things. And then, like, guys don't really want to have to deal with a woman who has all of those, all that baggage, you know. You understand what I'm saying? So just try to, I mean, I'm not trying to change any woman, but take that knowledge and, you know, do what you want with it. You know what I mean? That's it for that video. Hopefully I explained that, you know, well. Right now I'm about to go hit the gym, and holla at y'all.